you know. There's always that school where you don't want to send your children to because it's not a good school. That's this school.
ESA Academy opened its doors in 2009 with a simple mission: all will succeed. We were privileged to have the director of ESA, the Bookless school, enlightened our already e-active Sunwood educators on what has made his iPad-enriched learning environment a success.
Today we have the privilege of speaking to Abdul Chohan. Good day, sir. Could you please state your name and your role in today's event?
Yeah, so my name is Abdul Chohan. I'm from ESA Academy, which is in the UK, a place called Bolton, just outside Manchester. And I'm going to be talking today about the kinds of things that we've been doing at our school in terms of the way we have changed learning and the way in which we provide access for all our students.
And so what do you feel is the difference between the schooling in South Africa and from the UK?
So I think there's lots of similarities, and there are some things that will be very, very different as well. But I think altogether, the key thing is that we have students from lots of different backgrounds, lots of different languages and so on, and everybody wants to do well and everybody wants to succeed. So it's really about, you know, looking at how we can create access for all the students and how we can ensure that we can meet the needs of the students regardless of their backgrounds, their abilities and so on. So we're now looking at providing students with a device like the iPad, where they can access learning as and when they need it, and languages no longer becomes a barrier, no longer becomes a problem. And we in the UK now are also letting our students take the devices home, so they can continue learning at home, they can continue to ask questions, find things out, and they are in control of their own learning.
Okay, so could you please tell us more about the event that's happening right now?
So the event right now is when teachers are coming to find out about the journey at ESA Academy and how the teachers and the head teacher and the students have changed the way they've learned. And from that story, hopefully there will be some things that they can take away back to their classrooms and to their schools and implement as well. And hopefully it'll be a way of sharing good practice that is done in the UK, and also for me to pick up ideas from here as well.
It is evident and inevitable that technology is bound to shift the paradigms of education. We as youth can embrace this chance to be the pioneers of an e-project. In the words of Sir Peter Blake, new technology is common, new thinking is education, rare yet essential.
Even entering the ESA Academy in Bolton is a digital process. But once inside, it's clear technology is shaping the entire learning experience. Each of the 840 pupils has been issued with their own iPad, as have all the teachers.
When the book was invented and when pens were invented and how they were utilised, that would have been technology of their day. I just see it as a natural evolutionary progression.
Time for Year 7's maths test.
Okay, up on your screen now, you should be getting ready to take a quiz. They're doing a quiz and the results are immediately being airplayed to me. So, for example, I can see that this chap here is getting everything right. I can then go in and see exactly what answers he's given. So it means that I've got an instant understanding of how each of the children in my classroom is understanding a concept, grasping a concept. As opposed to in the past, I'd have to go around and mark it, or I'd have to trust somebody else to give me to mark it and give me a positive response.
She can see like the answers and the things that we don't get. The teacher just gives us marks whilst we're doing our work.
Is that good, having that instant feedback?
Yeah.
Year 11 Science, and there's not a book in sight.
What's mortality rate?
When school did introduce it, it was a bit very different. It was weird, but then it was like, wow, the fact that we could just click and it's there.
You don't have to carry books around, you don't have to put things away, you don't have to find your book, they're all there for you, they're already ready.
Pens and paper haven't been banished entirely, but digital devices dominate.
What's to stop the kids going on an inappropriate website or playing games when they're supposed to be learning?
We've got to show them how to make that right kind of decision. That is our primary aim. But we also have proper safeguards. So for example, our internet is properly filtered.
When the pupils leave school for the day, they don't have to hand their devices back in. They take them home with them. And that means if, when they're doing their homework, they've got a question for their teacher, they can tap it in and ask them.
If you send an email to your teacher whilst you're doing homework, they can respond to you.
It makes it easy for me to do my homework because I can type it up and then email it instead of writing, because I'm a lazy writer.
As a teacher, what's it like to be contactable outside of school?
I'm more than happy for students to contact me at any time, and they do, and I think they like the fact that I am contactable. It's just not an issue, but then that's dedication, I suppose. So Group C, you can have the black string over there.
Shouldn't your priority be teaching rather than the technology used to deliver that teaching?
Technology is not separate to teaching. In fact, I would argue that the best teachers, the greatest teachers, would use technology to make their lessons even better. So I believe that we're actually scratching the surface of what we can do.